Live, and there we go. There he is. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Cam and Focus Weekly. I'm Cam, and with me is over here Mr. Andrew. How are you this evening?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing just fine. It's been a busy weekend, simultaneously looking forward to and dreading getting back on the grind tomorrow, but. All right, and right down here, Mr. Michael, how are you?
I'm fantastic. I was a little annoyed with.
I can't hear you.
Oh, damn.
Oh, I can hear him.
You can hear him?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, wait, so there you are.
Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm fantastic.
Okay. Now, let's try that again. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Now I can hear you again. Okay, here we go.
Wait, how are you? How are you?
Well, now I'm questioning everything.
Okay, well, I can hear you now. Let's keep this momentum here.
Okay. No, I'm doing great. I enjoyed this movie. I'm looking forward to talking about it.
How was your mission trip?
It was good. It was good. Definitely made me very appreciative of the things that I have here, and definitely gave me new perspective on like the way I live life and whatnot. So yeah.
Sure. Well,
awesome.
Well, yeah. So today we are discussing Annihilation, starring Natalie Portman, directed by Alex Garland, who, if you don't know who Alex Garland is, he directed Ex Machina. He directed Civil War. He directed, is it called Warfare? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, he didn't direct, or he co-wrote it, I think.
Okay.
Let me double check that. I know he worked on it.
And he's also directing the Elden Ring movie, which I am so excited for.
Yeah, sorry, he co-directed. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic visionary of a director. And if you've been following the channel for a bit, if you've listened to me rant about these kind of things before, then you probably know that cosmic horror is my favorite genre of storytelling. My absolute favorite. And this movie is cosmic horror to the nth degree. Absolutely. But before we get into all that, though, I understand this was a first time watch for you guys, so I'll go ahead and go around the clock here. Andrew, what did you think of this movie?
I loved it. I didn't understand everything until the end, and I processed it just because with cosmic horror, that kind of storytelling, you're discovering everything with the characters and everything for the first time. But it was so unsettling in a good way. Like, it was effective at what it's doing. And there was one specific scene that I'll dive into later that might be one of the most unsettling scenes I've ever seen in a movie. Like, I almost had to look away. I was like, I don't know about this. But it was so good. And I definitely want to watch it again because I know there's things I missed.
100%. Oh, yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to watching it again. But yeah, great movie, and really enjoyed it.
All right. How about you, Michael?
I did enjoy this movie a lot. There were moments where I went, I don't understand why they're doing it like this, or like why, but there were so minor. They were such minor points that I was like, okay,
I can't hear you again. What's going on?
Here, let's.
I can hear him.
Let's try this. Let's move my mic back over here, back down here, and see.
Get it nice and close.
See if that fixes anything. Is that better for you, Cameron?
Well, I can hear you, but there were periods of time earlier where your audio just completely cut out. So,
it's interesting.
I was gonna say I could hear him the whole time, but I don't know what's going on. We're in the shimmer, so it's kind of distorting audio.
Well, now that we have some Michael ASMR going on here,
No, there were moments that I didn't quite understand, but they were such minor details that I went, okay, it's whatever. I thought that Oh no, names are leaving my head now.
See, that
I-
happens in the Shimmer.
Oscar Isaac.
Yeah.
Kane.
Yeah, Kane. I thought he played a fantastic coma patient. No, he did.
He lays
good.
there so good.
He just he lays there motionless so good you'd think it was a wax dummy. No. No, I think everybody did phenomenally. There was one actor or actress, I should say, I was just like, I know I've seen her from something. What do I know her from? And then it clicked that it was Valkyrie from
Oh
from
yeah.
Thor.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. There's something else I've seen her in though. I was just like, oh yeah, she was in that too.
She was also in the Men in Black reboot.
Right,
Chris
with
Hemsworth.
Chris Hemsworth.
Yep.
I did find it funny that Valkyrie and Jane Foster were in the same movie.
Yeah. It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yeah, this
Nice little
movie
Star
had a
Wars
great
reference.
cast.
Yeah. The cast was fantastic, and I think the thing that I like the most about this movie is just the overall atmosphere, because
Oh yeah.
because everything about the way this movie presents itself is meant to be unsettling, and it starts off, we see this thing arrive on Earth, and we see this bubble just slowly start to emerge from it, and then this leads into our introduction to Jane Foster. What? I literally almost said Jane Foster there. No, Natalie Portman, and yes, exactly. The woman from Black Swan.
Yeah.
Yeah, the girl from Heat.
Oh yeah, she was in Heat, wasn't she?
The girl in V from Vendetta.
V for Vendetta. She was also in that one movie with that French actor whose name is
like Leon.
Yeah. Is it The Professional? I forget. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
anyway.
Anyways, she's great.
Oh yeah.
But her husband, who's played by Oscar Isaac, her husband, who is played by Oscar Isaac, comes back from supposedly, what they say, like 2 years or something like that. He's been gone.
A year.
Yeah.
And it's obvious he is not himself. And
I knew something was up. Not that I completely pinpointed it, but when he returns, you know how his hair is all slicked back, right?
Yeah.
But the Oscar Isaac in the flashbacks, his hair's not like that. And at first I thought, he just styled his hair differently. But as they started going back and forth, I was like,
yeah, it's a really subtle way to convey the idea that this isn't really him, and it's something most people aren't going to pick up on their first time around. So good for you for picking up on that one. But
I'm surprised, to be honest. Like,
yeah. But we come to find out that Oscar Isaac has been in the Shimmer, or Area X as they call it, which is this slowly expanding area of distortion, basically, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. And so Natalie Portman and a few other people are sent in there to investigate, and from there it is just an unbelievable freaking trip of a movie.
But I gotta say, I love how beautiful the Shimmer is.
Yeah,
like, that's probably the highlight of the movie. One of the highlights, I should say.
Well, and that's something they do really well in this movie visually, is like, you don't it's one of those things that if you look directly at it, you might not actually see it, but out of the corner of your eye, you can see hints of the Shimmer everywhere.
Yeah.
Like there might be like a bit of like a prismatic effect in the air, or like on the sand of the beach or whatever. It almost looks like an oil spill.
Yeah, but very much like that, actually.
But minus, the well, I was gonna say minus the wanton destruction to nature, but
well, I will say it kind of
it's a little different. Okay,
we didn't have BP coming out going, "We're sorry."
The Shimmer
that would have been hilarious, like a hilarious twist to the movie. BP comes out, it's like, our bad.
Oops.
Shucks.
I don't know if y'all thought this at all, but kind of the way that the concept of the shimmer and the way it worked reminded me a little bit of like Backrooms, where on a base level, where like you look at the surface level and everything looks normal, right? At a glance, kind of like what Michael was saying, at a glance, things look normal. Okay, that just looks like a building. But the deeper you go into it, the more distorted everything is, and it just you get your brain starts to like basically go crazy. You lose yourself. You self-destruct, as Ventress said. And so I like that storytelling of like even the characters themselves don't even realize what's happening to them until like the final moment, until it's too late. I just thought they did it so well.
And there's so many hints that are dropped fairly early on. Yeah, I mean the first being, that they get into the shimmer and they wake up at like a camp, and they're like, oh my god, we've been here for like a week, but it feels like we just got here. And then as I have a cat on my lap. As
distorted, he has a cat like a tail.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a cat tail growing out of my face. As they keep going, they see that flowers that shouldn't be growing together are growing all on the same vine. And then we see the alligator or the crocodile that has like shark's teeth or something like that.
I'm not gonna lie, that moment took me out of it for a second because of all the talk of like Shark Side of the Moon and like
Get
all
out.
No, listen,
Sharks in the Hood.
Sharks in the Hood, like all of that, like
Sharks
when
in the lake.
they were like, oh, this alligator has teeth like a shark. I was just like, oh dear God, this is gonna be some like.
I didn't do it on purpose, I promise.
And then what I love is Ventress is like, oh, they crossbred, and Natalie Portman's like, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's like
species.
Well, and to me, like these are all supposed to be like the smartest people in their field, and I get it. Like not everybody is
at this point, yeah.
At this point,
yeah.
But, like nobody, like I get it. Nobody's an expert about everything, but I'm sorry. What do you mean you didn't know that you couldn't crossbreed a crocodile and a shark? Like,
yeah. Well, see, Michael, when a daddy shark and a mommy.
Shut up.
Baby shark. Do.
No,
yeah. What is with Cam and picking these shark movies? Like, golly.
I will.
To be fair.
I will say, up until that point, I thought it was a really cool scene where it was like, "Oh, there's nothing in here," and then she just gets ripped back.
I was like, "Oh
house.
my gosh!"
I was like, "Oh yeah." Oh.
And looking back, you can see that they kind of telegraph how that, like, they telegraph that something's gonna happen, just from like the audio cutting out, the camera angle with her back like still in the door frame. I kind of saw it coming, but at the same time, it's still so unsettling because you wonder to yourself, what the hell could have got her?
Exactly, and that's the thing that I love is that they leave it up to your imagination at first.
Yeah,
and for a good kind of minute and a half of that scene, it's like, what the heck is pulling her under? It's like, and to me, I was almost thinking like a squid-like thing. That was my first.
That's what
thought.
that was my first thought as well. Is like some kind of weird
tentacle,
like tentacled, like
Cthulhu.
Cthulhu, like some Lovecraftian being, and then like this giant albino crocodile crawls out. I was like, oh, that's cool. And dude, it was. I was just like, oh, that's awesome.
And then when it kept coming up on land, I was like, those guns, they weren't shooting at the right spots, and I was like, guys, I know you're panicking, but like
when Natalie Portman just gets on one knee and just starts mag dumping into the thing's mouth, I'm like, there you go.
Like,
well, to be fair, she is the only soldier in the group.
True.
So there is that. So to her credit,
that is fair.
She knows how to handle a gun.
Exactly. Well, of course, and really, she's really the only one that we see. Not the only one that we see shoot, but she's the only one that shoots and like gets a result. Is the best way to put it. Because when
no, later on with the bear,
we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to the cat. Oh my cat.
Michael, you just should have bring that up again. Yeah. Okay, that was weird, but. Okay, outside of that, she's the only
thumbnail.
One.
That's that face Andrew just made is the thumbnail.
I don't know about that. YouTube, don't do that. Yeah. But yeah.
And
YouTube do that.
as the story
Yeah.
goes on, as they get deeper into the Shimmer, we start to get more hints as to what's actually going on, and it's never fully confirmed exactly what's happening, but the characters kind of speculate and hypothesize, and they say that they think that the Shimmer is like refracting their DNA and scrambling it across everything within the Shimmer, and so that's why we see the tattoo from somebody else's arm
Yeah.
appear on Natalie Portman's arm, and
And it's like the
fun-
snake that like is
fun-
eating itself. It starts
yeah,
like
the Ouroboros is what
yeah,
it's called.
yeah. I
So
knew that.
fun fact, it actually appears. I don't know if you guys caught this. It appears on at least 3 different people.
Yes. There's the other lady in the group.
Yeah, she had it before
And
going
then-
in, and then they
Yeah.
found it. That you see it on the soldier or whatever they are in the pool,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
you don't-
even that was freaky.
dude, that was amazing. That visually
Oh, it was great, but
was
freaky.
great. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, that was. I don't know who the prop designer was for this movie, but
So good. Dude, I would be shocked if they worked on The Last of Us, because some of that stuff I was like, Last of Us.
Oh,
vibes.
are you talking about the guy who turned into a fungus on the wall?
yeah, in the pool,
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
yeah,
that was freaking
Dude, that was
wild.
so
Beautiful.
great.
And then I was like, I swear, if this guy like moves or something, I'm turning this off. I'm turning this off.
I'm just gripping the arms of my chair. Just I'm waiting for it. It's like, oh, don't jump out at me.
Everything was clenching. I was like, ugh.
did this movie give anybody else Arrival vibes?
Yes. Yes.
Now and
the,
then,
the,
definitely.
the atmosphere and the soundtrack really
Yeah.
felt like
And-
Arrival.
Well, and to me, it was the jumping back and forth in time thing too. Like if you weren't paying
Ooh, yeah,
attention,
like
you
the
could get
nonlinear.
lost.
Yeah,
It was
Yeah.
very nonlinear, and
Yeah.
and
I liked that.
I really liked that. It forced me to pay more attention to the movie as well.
Yes.
I will.
You know what?
say,
This would actually be a
watching
great
it,
double feature with Arrival. Now that you bring it up,
It would be.
you just have to keep the brain on, which you know.
Yeah, I will say it was hard for me to really follow along anyway because I don't know if it was my internet was bad or
no.
the website I was on was bad, but it was like
Probably
buffering. It was like
Damn
buffering.
you, Russia!
No, I don't want to see a hot Russian singles in my area. I just want to watch the movie.
I ended up finishing the movie on my phone, which was funny because then I like the last like 30 seconds of the actual film got cut from the version that I watched on my phone.
Oh my
So then I had to
god!
go back to my computer and was like, all right, let me just skip ahead to here. And it buffered and it played the last 30 seconds and I got to see like that ending. So I did see
Yeah.
it.
There
I
we
did
go.
see it, but
There
it
we
was
go.
very much
Yeah, there were a couple of times where I would just zone out. I zone out sometimes without even whatever. And I was like, all right, I got to rewind that so I could,
Yeah.
you know, because
this-
it's such a detailed story and there's such a craft to it that you want to try to pick up as much as you can, you know.
Yeah.
and then there
Well-
was the scene with Natalie Portman riding a black dude. I mean,
Yeah, look, it's like Annihilation when your parents walk in.
TiVo! TiVo!
Dude, that's the problem nowadays with TVs. You can't just hit like pre-channel and it's like switches. It's like, all right, I got to turn off the
No,
Blu-ray
no.
player, change the input.
no. What you used to have to do is hit previous channel, channel up, previous channel again. That way it just
Yeah.
looked like you were
Well,
scrolling.
The hard part is I was actually watching this on my mobile Blu-ray player on my bed. So like if they walk in and they just hear the movie, it's gonna be like, whoa. That's not what I'm doing.
Yeah, and on the topic of that, the central theme of this movie is self-destruction.
Yeah.
You know, because Natalie Portman destroyed her marriage. Ventress has cancer, and so she's going into the Shimmer
She's
basically
destroying
as
her
like her
body.
last Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Josie, played by Tessa Thompson, Valkyrie. She is very much into self-harm. One of the other girls was an ex-addict, and while their individual plights aren't exactly expounded upon within the context of the story, the fact that the narrative has that base foundation in
You know what you need to
just
know.
hurt.
Yeah.
I feel it really gives what follows a really good spine.
Well, that's what I liked, is there wasn't like unnecessary exposition from each character.
Yeah.
You know, you got a base narrative, like you were just saying, concept of their character enough to kind of almost relate with them, maybe for some people in a way, with the story of why they're there.
It's
But it wasn't,
it's enough to anchor them within the context of the plot. Yeah.
Especially when Natalie Portman was in the boat kayak thing, canoe, good grief, with Cass. They are figuring each other out. They're just talking about their backstory, but it's not a 5-minute, this is where I came from, da 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 da. It's like very just how they would talk in that situation.
It reminded me of the way that Disney did the backstory for all the characters in Atlantis. They just kind of go around like, oh yeah, well, I owned a flower shop and got into explosives, and my dad wanted 2 sons and he got 2 daughters instead. So now my sister's the heavyweight boxing champion and I'm a mechanic. Like it was very conversational, but it gave you all the information you needed without it feeling very heavy-handed. Like there are times when telling instead of showing works better, and I feel like this movie did a very good job of that.
And that's something I do really appreciate about this movie, is that there are long stretches where there is no dialogue. Like, for example, I'll kind of skip ahead here. Well, whenever Natalie Portman encounters the entity at the end, that's like a solid 8 or 9 minutes of not a single word being spoken. And it's all visual storytelling, and it is
so
enthralling.
Good. I was so invested in that. Like I felt like I was there. I was like, oh
yeah.
There was like 5 seconds there where I can't remember her name now. The leader or whatever of the expedition, the one who had cancer.
Ventress.
Yeah.
There was like 5 seconds there where she became literally the greatest rapper on earth because she was literally spitting fire.
Oh my god.
Well, I was going to say her face was freaky as heck.
That was that was cool.
Well, when she wasn't facing towards Natalie Portman, she had no eyes.
Yeah, and I saw that, and I knew there was like 10, 15 minutes left. I was like, no, I don't know. Like if this, I don't know.
There's a lot in this movie that kind of leaves things up to interpretation. I don't think that was actually Ventress. I think
I could see it being the alien at this point.
I was going to say, I think that was like a doppelganger of,
because she had already been there.
She'd been there for a few hours.
A few hours at it. Yeah. And Natalie Portman had an alien entity like that, so it doesn't surprise me.
Not to mention, Ventress does say before she leaves that if she doesn't get to the lighthouse soon, like the person who leaves will not be the person who started, and she wanted to be the person who ended it. So that now that you say that, it does feel like that could have been a nod to the fact that that wasn't really Ventress. Although I don't know, like you said, it's open to interpretation.
Yeah,
and that's a great thing.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that the book series goes into more detail, because this is just the first book of that trilogy, and then like the interview aspect of it, where she's being interrogated by
so good, Benedict Wong.
Yes, I knew Wong was in there somewhere. When she's being interrogated by him, I think that's part of the 3rd book, if I'm not mistaken. But I mean, if you ever had the chance to read the Southern Reach trilogy, I've heard nothing but good things about it. And
I really liked how they tied the interviews in, because don't get me wrong, when they were getting deeper into the Shimmer, and I was like, okay, she gets out, but I'm like, you think about all these military teams and operatives, like these strong men, and I'm like, they didn't make it out, and I see how crazy they've gone, and they're not eating, they're not sleeping. I'm thinking, nothing against Natalie Portman, but I'm like, there's no way she's gonna get out on her own. Like she's gonna self-destruct or get to a point in the story where it's not. Now I'm not gonna say that I put two and two together. It's like, oh yeah, that's, and we'll get to it on all that. But I kept thinking, I was like, does she actually get out? And then when we see the alien, I was like, oh, that could be either or, you know?
Yeah, well, and in the theme of the self-destruction, that was one thing that kind of pulled me out, was the whole, like, Natalie Portman destroyed her marriage. It's like, did she? Or was that, like, I interpreted that as that happened after he left and went on his mission. I don't think Oscar Isaac ever knew that happened, because
they say it though.
Yeah, he knew. This is something that is confirmed in the book. But I haven't read it, but I did do kind of a comparison as to the plot details. That is something confirmed in the book, and we see it especially whenever he tells her that he's leaving for a while. I mean, cause you can see that he's, you know, broken and trying not to make eye contact with her or anything like that. He knew.
Yeah.
And
okay,
because she even says,
well, the way the movie showed it, at least from what I saw, was that they were having problems in their marriage, and then he left, and then she did the army wife.
It does start out that way, because I thought the same thing.
Well, and then she does the army wife thing and sleeps with her boss or whatever, and then like he doesn't come home, and she feels super guilty about it. And then later on, when he's like, "Hey, come to this barbecue," and she's like, "No, absolutely not," and he's like, "Oh, it's not disrespecting," like, it just,
I can see it that way.
The way it was portrayed was that she did this while he was on his mission, and then he didn't come home, and she thought he was dead, and she felt guilty about it.
At the same time, though, the dialogue between her and the other professor guy, whatever, after they sleep with each other, implies that it's been going on for a while. So
because there
is that as well. I mean,
you
it's not completely laid out in all black and white, but
yeah,
you kind of have to read into the implications of what they're saying.
Yeah,
I get it, black and white.
Oh my God. Andrew,
hey,
dirty mind.
You said it,
Miss Haley.
Hey! I'm just interpreting what was said. Like, you know,
it's all open to interpretation.
Yeah. Now, let's address the bear in the room.
No,
the bear in the room.
No, I don't want to.
No. We're talking about that bear, because that was
the part that freaked you out, Andrew.
Yes.
Dude,
oh my gosh! In a good way.
I loved that part. To me, it was very reminiscent of like the stories of like the Wendigo.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Sorry. No. I loved the scene because it freaked me out that well. Because I don't usually get freaked out like that at movies. So when a movie scene can like get me unsettled like that, like an Obsession or a Hereditary or something like that, where I'm just I know it's good.
Yeah.
And especially like the distortion of like the it's a mutant bear thing, and then the voice, I was like, and knowing that like they can't, like they're strapped to their chairs, I was like, oh
yeah.
Well, and like I knew almost immediately. I didn't know it was gonna be the bear again, but I knew almost immediately when they heard the other girl's voice. And she was like,
"Yeah,
I thought you said she was dead." I'm like, "Oh, that's not gonna."
I also love the poetic storytelling of the girl that was just like, no one else saw a bear.
Yeah,
you know, it was you. and then she,
I see it
now. Yeah, that was good,
dude. When the bear like bit off her lower jaw.
Dude, that was so
absolutely grisly. I love whenever a movie doesn't shy away from like just raw violence like that. I mean, not that I'm like trying to glorify that type of thing, but at the same time, there is seeing it laid out plain as day like that. It really cements in your head how serious the circumstances are.
It adds a touch of realism because like when you like if you were actually in that situation, if you were actually in that scenario, you would see that. There's not going to be a cutaway.
Well,
there's not
even
going
when
to be
she,
a cutaway.
even when she sees Cassie's body, like they don't shy away from showing like the
She's
stuff.
torn up.
She's torn up. Like
Yeah.
she's even the scene where they cut the guy's belly. I was like,
Oh yeah, that was
there's worms in his body. Oh, God,
like
yes.
dude,
dude,
I'm so glad I wasn't eating.
That was the most maybe not the most infuriating, but like the one girl's like, "Oh, it's a trick of the light." I'm like, "What do you mean it's a trick of the light?"
I know. I was like, because she was like, "I'm a doctor. That's a trick of the light." I'm like, "No, how? This was coming out of his belly?"
Yeah, it was like
alien mode, and she's like, "Oh, it's just a trick of the light."
Trick of the light. I've been a paramedic for 20 years, and I've never seen anything like that.
I'm like, get out of here. Of course, you've never seen something like that. Like,
yeah. And on that topic, now there are many different kinds of cosmic horror. You know, you have your eldritch entity type of cosmic horror, which is like, you know, outer gods, you know, Cthulhu, Hastur, things like that. You have your cosmic indifference kind of cosmic horror, things like Iron Lung, things like Into the Void, and then you have your forced change cosmic horror, which is, you know, mutation of the mind, body, and soul. And that's what this is. I mean, yeah, you have the space aspect with this thing coming down and bringing the shimmer with it and whatnot. But at its core, forced change is kind of the main crux of horror within this. As soon as you enter the shimmer, you're changing, and you're merging with the plants and animals around you. Your minds are merging together. Your DNA is merging with other people, and to enter as one thing and leave as something else, I find to be very, very unsettling when you really get down to like the meat and potatoes of that idea. It creeps me out. It really does.
Yeah.
There's something like personally violating about that idea.
It is. It very much is. That I felt the same thing. It was like you're on the outward, you know, where it looks the same. It's like if you fix up a car or something and you change out all the, you know, parts to it. It's like, is it still the original car?
Right,
you know?
right.
And it's, I love
Theseus.
Sure.
Do what?
I said it's like the ship of Theseus.
Oh yes. I do enjoy that.
I thought you were saying
mind
like,
problem there.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I gotta say, towards the end, I loved the visual storytelling of when she's in the lighthouse and she sees the skeleton sitting on the ground and she turns on the camera. Dude, talk about heartbreak. And it's just because initially I was like, oh, she's not like sobbing or like wailing. And I'm like, she's showing everything with her face, like all the emotion that like she's just like she's frozen. She's shocked.
Because the whole reason she went into the shimmer was to help her husband.
Exactly. Now she's
and to
like
find out that her husband's been dead this entire time.
Yeah.
And the thing that came back is not her husband, which makes the ending that much more impactful because it's like. Anyway, we'll get into that.
And to Cam's point, just real quick about the body evaluation, Oscar Isaac Kane describes it perfectly at the end. He's like, my flesh feels like liquid. He's at the point where he's like, I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know who I am anymore. He's like,
am I you? Are you me? Like,
exactly.
And then he goes,
something I didn't catch on my first watch through of this was Kane, like original Kane, doesn't have a southern accent. Kane in that video has almost like a Kentucky drawl. So that must mean that a part of whoever was with him at the time is now part of his voice.
Kane was finally able to do a southern accent.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, I will say I think my favorite death in this movie though has got to be Josie Raddick.
It's so sad. It really is.
It is.
So sad, but it was also,
and we lost Cam.
It was.
He's turning into a plant. Beautiful. Oh, there he is. No.
It was. I thought visually speaking, it was very well done, and I thought like she knew it was very like it gave me the whole like Peter Parker, Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good vibes. You know, like she knew what was happening. And like
Yeah.
you see the scars on her arms that were mentioned earlier, and like you're like, huh, there's something on there. And then she stands up and you see the back of her arms and they look super
Oh,
veiny. And it's like you realize, like, she starts walking away and the plants just start growing out of her, and she just
Yeah.
accepts her fate. She realizes
yeah.
there's nothing she can do about it, and she accepts her fate with grace. And I think it's like it's beautiful and interesting in a way that when Natalie Portman gets into that field and there's just like a dozen of those plant people around, it's like you don't know which one she is. You're never gonna
Yeah.
know which one she is,
No.
and it's like you just have to accept that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
And
yeah, I that was one of my favorite moments. I was just like, yeah,
and
It was so well
on
done.
that note, I don't know if either of you have read Dante's Divine Comedy, but in Dante's Divine Comedy, or Dante's Inferno, as I guess it's more commonly known as,
well, the Divine
Pip-
Comedy is 3 parts. It's Inferno, Purgatorio, and Paradiso.
yeah,
That's
I'm not.
crazy. Oh,
I'm not too
That's
well
Latin.
versed. I'm not too well versed in that kind of thing myself, but I do know that in Dante's Divine Comedy, there is the idea that people who have committed suicide become trees. So I thought that was kind of a nice parallel there, because you have this woman who is suicidal, who accepts her fate and basically almost becomes a tree. I thought that was kind of a nice parallel between two
Yeah.
pieces of media that I would never thought I could draw parallels from.
It's been a while since I have read any part of the Divine Comedy, but you're right, that was a part of it. I will say, like, I'm sure that was the intention, but I mean, they do say that she wasn't trying to commit suicide; she was trying to feel alive.
Right.
yeah.
But that may have just been that one character's interpretation of it. So,
Right.
Yeah.
um, but
That's the great thing I think about this movie is you can dissect it so many different ways.
yeah.
And people might look at that as not everyone. That's not for everyone. Not everyone likes that, but I like that. I like theorizing, and
Sure.
it's all up to personal interpretation, which they kind of even show in this movie. They all kind of witness certain events, but they all have different perspectives on what happened or what
Yeah.
was the case there, and then they all have their own idea of how things should go. So I think it's fitting with the narrative.
Yeah, and a lot of people have said that the ending is kind of left to interpretation. I don't exactly agree with that, because leading up to the ending with Natalie Portman's encounter with the entity, they kind of make it pretty obvious that Natalie Portman does escape from that lighthouse. That because she's the one who gives the thing the grenade and sets it off and whatnot.
Yeah,
I mean, that's obvious, but it is still not entirely Natalie Portman that comes out of there.
exactly.
No, she's been like integrated.
And the eyes.
Yes.
The eyes, the fact that the tattoo got transferred onto her, she is not
Yeah.
whole. She has been
Yeah.
mutated in a way. Like,
Yeah.
definitely. And that's why I to me, the ending with her going in to see the clone of her husband
Mhm.
and being like, "You're not Kane, are you?" And he goes, "I don't think so." And she just
It's so good.
well, and she accepts that, and she's
Yeah.
just like, okay.
And he even goes, "Are you Lena?" And she's
She
like,
hesitates.
yeah,
She doesn't really answer.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
because she no longer knows if she is fully Lena or not, and she's not. She's not fully Lena. She is
Nope.
partly this alien. I mean, part of that alien is a part of her now. Like,
Yeah.
Cat, quit clawing my leg.
and I like. To me, I would love to see a sequel to this, but I don't know. Like, I've never read the book, so I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I-
curious
and-
to that.
Well, I don't think it did well enough at the box office to warrant a sequel, unfortunately. And
Let me
plus,
see.
and plus, I don't think Alex Garland would have made a sequel anyway. I mean,
Yeah, he's not a sequel guy.
and I think that the way that this movie ended, I think is perfect for the story that it sets up, because so much of the story itself is uncertain. So why should the ending be any different?
Yeah, and you know, Michael, I agree with you. It's like I want more in the good sense, but then the more I think about how would they do a whole movie on something, it's tough. It's like if there was like an extended cut,
right?
Where you know what I mean? Maybe they weave.
Give us some post credit scenes or something.
Wait. The post credit says this. It says Lena will return in Avengers Doomsday. Let me see.
Lena and Kane. Lena and not Kane.
Yeah, the movie, the budget was estimated to be $40 million. It had only grossed $43 million worldwide.
Whoa!
Oh man!
Wow!
So that's like a $30 million loss right there, because you have to factor in like budgeting, marketing, distribution, theaters.
Opening weekend, it only did $11 million.
That's
tough.
I'm
really
surprised because at this point, Alex Garland had several movies out already that were, especially Ex Machina, and then you have a cast like this. I know it's maybe not a familiar form of media, or maybe the marketing wasn't the best, but I'm like, it's 2018. That's like a great year for movies. Like
it was.
Yeah, I will say, I knew that the guy interrogating her was somebody I knew, like somebody familiar. I did not realize it was Benedict Wong. That's super cool in my. So okay, so we've got Jane Foster, we've got Valkyrie, we've got Wong,
we got Moon Knight,
we got
Moon Knight and Apocalypse, technically. Maybe that was why there was two Oscar Isaacs, because one was
right,
and the other one was.
Are you trying to tell me that this is an MCU prequel? Come on.
I mean,
Apocalypse before,
Apocalypse Now.
Oh my gosh. Apocalypse then.
Someone call Marlon Brando.
Wait, no. Here's what it was. So it was Apocalypse then the X-Men movie's called Apocalypse Now.
and then we've got Doomsday.
I think we're self-destructing.
And then we've got Doomsday coming out,
which is Apocalypse when? Later,
When?
Later's way better. I don't know where I got when from.
I hate that I found that so funny.
It's because you've had to endure Shark Side of the Moon. You're just like, I will take comedy in whatever form it comes in.
After that movie,
I hate that movie so
over
much.
shark movies.
I'm so over Tubi movies, Andrew.
That wasn't my pick. That was Spencer's.
I know, but you do regularly send me Tubi stuff on Instagram.
Well, to be fair, Shark Side of the Moon was Spencer's idea.
Yeah.
No, I know.
I know what Michael means. I
can smack him too. Like
my Instagram feed will have like Tubi originals, and I'll just be like, send them to Michael.
Oh yeah, no.
I had to watch this, so you do too.
Here's the thing. I do find those reels hilarious because they're so bad. But if I ever have to sit down and watch an entire one
it's
of
funny
those
for
films,
30 seconds.
Yeah, it's funny for 30 seconds. If I have to sit down and watch an hour and a half long movie of this, I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna I'm gonna go to the lighthouse.
Yeah, exactly. This was a great palate cleanser because Shark Side of the Moon was so offensively bad. I almost retired from movie watching for a week until I watched
Michael, I don't know if you saw like our stream for Shark Side of the Moon. Like we had nothing to talk about. Because
we talked for like an hour about
so
nothing.
Bad. It was like, how do we elaborate on that? How do we dive deeper into that? We tried
to talk about it like we did this. Like it's just not possible.
I think the most that we got out of that particular stream was watching me try to do the moon run.
Yeah, and the thing is, I felt so annihilated after watching that movie.
Andrew, go in the corner.
Dang it, I already was in the corner.
Yeah, Andrew, I have someone who wants to talk to you.
Oh no.
It's Slade.
Yes, this is a Deathstroke piggy bank.
Oh,
That's
nice.
cool.
I
Skeleton
got it at at Comic-Con because every time that I go to one of these
Nice.
conventions, I always get like a big mystery box because I love that shit.
Oh, I've seen those. Yeah.
And it's like $200 worth of merch packed in a big box that you get for $50, and you just
Right, exactly.
It's a blind grab. You get what you get, and this
you
is one
don't
of the
throw a
things that
fit.
was in there. I was like, yeah, that's a pretty cool display piece.
I gotta say, that's really cool. I saw those at a fan expo last year, and I was a little hesitant on some of them because I thought, I don't know. But
get one.
When I go this year, I'm gonna try and get one.
Yeah, 100%. I mean,
Yeah.
some of the stuff that you'll get in there is kind of whatever. Like I got a Simpsons vinyl figure in that one too. But I also got like a Bluetooth speaker in the shape of Mega Man's head.
That's
I got
cool.
I got just all
cool.
kinds of great stuff in there for $50, and it was like $200 worth of merch. I mean, it was
it's good deals. Nice.
Yeah,
Must be nice to get to go to conventions.
so that they don't have any conventions down where you're at.
No, we don't
It's
have
the
conventions
Bahamas.
in the Bahamas.
They have Fan Expo Bahamas, where
No.
it's all Silence of the Lamb cosplayers.
but Bahama Comic Con, everybody goes cosplaying as Lilo.
You know what? I would actually no. If it were a Bahama Comic Con, everybody would be dressed up as Jack Sparrow. Realistically,
There you go.
You'd have one guy. You'd have one guy, probably me, in a really, really good Davy Jones outfit.
Oh, I think I sent this to Michael the other day, or I sent it to someone because it was the anniversary of the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and I was like, "Yeah, that came out before I was born."
Yeah, you send me crap like that all the time, and I'm just like, I want to reach through this phone and strangle you. He sent me. What was it? Hold on. We're gonna sidetrack.
We're gonna release the group chat. We're gonna release. Yeah, I sent Michael something. And he was like, "I hate you." Oh my god.
Let's see.
And Andrew, that really is crazy to think because Pirates of the Caribbean came out when I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah, because it was 03 was the first one.
03, so I was 11 actually.
Oh, wow.
And Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, I was born 2 years later, so it's not. I was born before the second one came out. You know what's funny? My first time watching the Pirates movies, I got the titles mixed up for the first two, and I accidentally started watching the second one first. And I was like 10 minutes into the movie, and I was like, "This makes no sense. Like this feels." I was like, "This feels like a sequel." And so I paused it and I looked, I was like, "Oh no." So then I went and watched the first one and then the second one and then the third one. And then we don't talk about 4 and 5.
No, we do not talk about 4. We have a perfectly fine trilogy right there.
So what he sent me was these would be the birth years of the Psych cast if the first episode aired today. And it's like
that's right.
2000, 1974, 1996, 1990, 1995, 1989. And I just said, I hate you sometimes. He says, don't hate me, hate my algorithm. And I responded with, ¿Por qué no las dos?
Why not both?
Why not both?
Yeah.
And then he sends me something from the Potato Source. I don't know if you've ever seen him, Cam. But it's 15 songs from 2001 turning 25 this year. And I just responded with, no.
Well, there's like the thing if Full House came out today, John Stamos' character would have been born in 2003.
Oh, that hurts.
Jesus Christ.
And then there was one about cars, and you said, and I said like, man, I'm old because Cars came out like 20 years ago, and he's like, oh, I was 1 year old. I was like,
I'm only one. Yeah. Hey, if it feels any better,
Andrew's over here like, I'm just a baby.
I'm just a baby. But I feel old sometimes because this kid generation, like, I'll tell you the difference of like even what I grew up with is like nostalgia nowadays for like current kids. I'm like, how?
Nothing.
Like, it's because like the 2000s. You got to think the mid 2000s. I was born right in the middle of the 2000s, so I grew up with 2000s things. So even if it was
That's
like
how
5 years
the
old,
90s. I was
right?
born
Exactly.
I was born mid 90s, so I grew up with some 90s.
So
things.
even if I think of like the early 2000s, even though I wasn't alive, I grew up with stuff that was popular at that time, and so I feel old sometimes. Not like old, you know, not like that, not like that, you know.
The thing what makes me feel old, like legitimately old, is that I may have mentioned this on the stream before, but there are kids now who think that there is an AI that makes parodies of songs called Weird AI.
Yes, I've
And
seen
it's
these videos.
literally just Weird Al. And that hurts
That
me
was
because Weird Al dropped his last album, Polka Mania, in July of 2024.
I love Weird Al songs.
Like the video I saw where they were
Amish
talking
Paradise.
about this.
Yeah, you sent that to me. The little girl. Yeah,
It was like a little girl listening to Fat, and her dad was like, "Yeah, this is really weird AI, honey. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah."
I love Rocky Road. Dude, y'all ever see the Weird Al movie with Daniel Radcliffe as
No,
Weird Al?
I really need
No,
to.
I haven't seen
Oh,
that yet.
dude,
I do
it's
want to see
funny.
it though because I love Daniel Radcliffe. I think he's great.
He is great as Weird Al. It's so funny.
Next comedy movie review we do.
It was free. It was a Roku original, which was kind of surprising, but I think it's free to stream elsewhere. Let me look.
I liked Daniel Radcliffe really like a lot in Swiss Army Man.
I haven't seen that.
It's got Paul Dano, and what a great movie. And then he was also in Guns Akimbo, where he Daniel Radcliffe has hands nailed to his hand, or guns nailed to his hands.
I've seen clips from that movie. Yeah,
you've seen the memes.
Yeah.
Ron, we don't need magic anymore.
We have modern ones.
Yeah.
The first thing I ever saw Daniel Radcliffe in that wasn't Harry Potter was Horns. I thought Horns was really good, and then Woman in Black.
Woman in Black. That's what everyone knows him from.
I think the first thing I saw him in that wasn't Harry Potter, it was more recent stuff. He did a movie called The Lost City a couple years ago, Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock. He's really funny in that. Because I saw Harry Potter for the first time in 2020. So,
oh God, oh my heart, oh jeez.
I saw the first one.
Hey, that was theaters. 6 years ago.
I was gonna say I saw the first one in theaters too.
Hey,
2001, baby.
Hey, I wasn't born until Goblet of Fire came out, so I couldn't have seen the first three in theaters.
God,
I was 6 when Deathly Hallows Part 2
Why
came out,
is this happening to me?
I was just a wee lad.
You're just a young whippersnapper. You don't know the struggle.
I saw Harry Potter in the theater before you were even a tickle in your daddy's balls.
I'll tell you this. I didn't get to see Lord of the Rings when it came out. So
I did. I got to see all 3 of them in the theater. That was fantastic.
Or I didn't get to see Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones. I actually was born the weekend Revenge of the Sith came out. But my mom wouldn't let me go see it in the theaters.
I wonder why.
I don't know why. I mean,
man.
I would have known what was going on.
I remember going to see Revenge of the Sith in the theater with my dad and my female cousin, and she cried at the end of it because Hayden Christensen was so hot. I was like, yeah, he was.
Oh my God.
She was like, he was so hot, and I was just like, yeah, he was. After that lava hit him.
Oh man.
Yep. And you know, I actually went back and I rewatched a few scenes from the Kenobi series. And
there's some good stuff in there.
One of the scenes that I watched was the full final battle between Obi-Wan and
That's
Darth
what I meant.
Vader. Yeah. And I was like, wow, this is actually really great stuff. And oh my God, Ewan McGregor is such a good actor. He can actually act here.
The thing with that show is when it's focusing on Kenobi with Anakin, it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm not, because I think the little girl that plays Leia actually was kind of entertaining. People like to dog on her. She's a kid. Like at the time, she was like what, 8, 9, if that. Like
something like that. Yeah.
like she's a little girl. Like you're not. It's whatever. But
I thought she did really great for her
Yeah.
age. I mean,
But there's just, and of course we do a whole episode on this. There's stuff with Reva and everything where I'm just like, if this show was it was going to be a movie, and that I don't mean to go down that's all rabbit hole, but yeah, there's good stuff.
It's too late
show.
for that, sir. We have gone down so many rabbit holes at this
We
point.
haven't talked about Annihilation in the last like 10 minutes. So
At least 10 minutes.
Well, we have all self-destructed. You see how I tied it in there?
I was gonna laugh at that like Santa Claus in a Christmas Story. Oh,
Oh, that used to freak me out as a kid too. I was like, I don't want to sit in Santa's lap.
Your old man voice needs some work, Sonny.
Yeah, see, when Oscar Isaac had to, this was cool. When he had to learn how to do the Southern drawl, he would put molasses in his mouth to pretend like molasses is falling out of your mouth, because that's how they do the Southern draws. You kind of act like molasses come out of mouth,
well, I just think of
office quote, but
I just think of Daniel Craig in Knives Out. You know, he comes up and he says, "I will be a quiet, passive observer."
Dude, how he does that voice is crazy.
I feel like he literally just watched a bunch of old Looney Tunes with Foghorn Leghorn. Boy, now I said boy. Now look at me when I'm talking to you, boy.
You all vultures at the feast. Knives Out, Big's bloody.
Oh, that would be a good trilogy to do like a topic episode on.
I still haven't seen the third one.
I gotta tell you. Okay, here's what I'll say.
I don't have Netflix.
Well, Michael and I have said this before. Michael and I have said this before. The first one is always going to be up here.
Yeah.
The third one, it's close.
Third one's close. Second one is more down here for me, honestly.
Yeah, it was entertaining, but it's like Ryan Johnson really honed in on the third one.
Yeah.
And dude, it's it's so good.
We'll get there. And I'll get there too eventually.
Speaking of movies we should review, I don't remember if we did this
Sharks
one already or not. No, you shut up. Did we do Iron Lung already?
No,
we have not. I'm waiting for it to come out on Blu-ray. Once it comes out on Blu-ray and I can sit down and I can really zone in on it, then yes. Absolutely.
I bought it on YouTube. That should tell you something.
I want to hold it.
Yeah, I can tell. I feel like every time we do a movie review, Andrew, you always have the Blu-ray of it, and I don't know if you
Not
just
always.
happen 9 times out of 10.
9 times out of 10. I don't have Shark Side of the Moon.
And that
he still doesn't have the Emu War.
I feel like
or Attack Force.
I feel like
but I have
I can never tell. I can never tell if you genuinely already had it or you're like, oh, that's the movie this week. Let me run out to Walmart and see if they've got it.
Yes and no. Yes and yes. Because there are times where I will conveniently already own it, but like I bought this when I knew, because I knew we were going to have that week
pristine. That one looks pristine, brand new. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and when Cam was like, okay, we'll for sure have a week off, because Amazon will say 2-day shipping, but sometimes where I lived, it'll be 2-day shipping. Sometimes it'll be like a week. So I was like, okay, I'll buy this. But yeah, depending on the movie, if I think I'm going to like it or mostly like it, I'll buy it. If it's something that's like,
just kind of a throwaway type deal.
A throwaway, like for instance,
I still want to do this movie.
Yes, I don't own that.
Oh, Pan. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I'm reading it backwards. I'm like, what the hell is that?
Nap? No, I don't take naps. I don't mess around with naps. Let me tell you something.
Here. There we go.
Okay. Okay. Well, see, now that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Here, guys. I don't think you could read Annihilation beforehand. There you go.
Noitalahina.
Yeah, see, that's the movie we watched. But yes, Michael. Oh, I'll tell you. So all 3 of these racks are full.
I see that.
Yeah. So you could tell I'm single because that's where all the money's going to. So
What's okay? So
thrift
what's
store
funny
though.
is a friend of mine that she was like, "Oh, what are you doing tonight?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to be on a podcast talking about a movie." She goes, "Oh, what movie?" And I told her, and she goes, "No, no, 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 oh
No, no,
no."
no, no, no! Don't do that.
She was like that movie. She was like that movie messed with my head, and I was like,
Well,
"Really?"
yeah, that's the point.
Well, I didn't know.
We got an Einstein here.
Here's the thing. Going into this movie, I knew nothing. I knew nothing going into this
Same.
movie, which is how I like it. God, focus.
Whoa.
Your focus lacks focus. Use more focus.
He's
You
in
lack a discipline.
he's in the shimmer, you know. It's like the essence of the camera is there, but it's just off. Nope. Go to your computer camera because that'll be high quality.
This is my computer camera.
Oh,
I
it's
don't
actually
have
really good.
My monitor, my monitor is a TV. Okay.
I'm just saying it looks good.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, well, God, your camera really sucks. This is my computer camera. Oh, that looks really good.
This
is good quality. When you have to do the autofocus, it is a good camera.
Yeah. Well, it only did that because I held my phone up to the camera to
Gotcha.
show you
You
the
see,
pic,
if I
and
do,
it focused on that, and then when I took it away, it was still trying to focus on here.
see, like that's my laptop camera.
Okay.
It took a while for it to capture all the light in the room. Like it was like dim, and then it just like slowly got brighter. That's not bad quality though. Although that might be my new graphics card compensating.
Yeah, let's keep flexing there. Yeah. Whoa! Oh my gosh! What the heck? Whoa! What the heck?
What is happening? Are you having a rave in your room?
They're here.
Hold on, guys.
Oh my
what
God! Andrew's room is Area X.
That was Getting back to the movie, that was another thing that I thought was interesting. How they had the location cards in between scenes. So it was like, location X.
Yeah,
and it was like
cool.
the shimmer, and then it was like the lighthouse or whatever it was. Like,
yeah.
At first, I won't lie. At first, I thought the movie ended. Like, I didn't realize it was going to do the title thing. I was like, what the heck?
shortest movie ever.
Yeah, well, I thought I almost liken those location texts to like chapter breaks almost.
Yeah, that's how I looked at it. I was like,
I like that.
Yeah. Well, it kind of reminded me of Inglorious Bastards, where
or nar clear.
There we go. My camera was black screen.
No problem. I was going to say it kind of reminded me of Inglorious Bastards, how the movie was divided up, not well into different chapters, but also it broke up the 3 acts as well.
Yes,
I thought that was kind of interesting, and I like when a movie kind of goes out of its way to divide itself, because you do come across the occasional film now and then where the whole movie just feels like it kind of blends itself together.
Yeah. Well, and I will say I do like that, especially with a movie like this. It's kind of deep in thought. Having the kind of the chapter sequence gives you a brief few seconds to kind of
recollect yourself.
Almost restruct yourself. And so I like it. And also too, we have no idea the layout of the shimmer really. We saw like a brief map of like a general layout, but we didn't see it in like detail. So I
kind of laughed a little bit when they were talking about they wanted to go back, and she's like, well, the easiest way to go back would be to go forward. I mean, we get to the coastline and we're there, and all I could think about was the coastline is where the lighthouse is. The lighthouse is the epicenter. You're literally going to the middle. You're not getting any closer to and they bought it hook, line, and sinker. And Benedict Wong's like, you lied to them. And she's like, yeah.
Yeah, duh. Not my fault.
Well, also, okay, consider this too. When they first got into the Shimmer, and they had that time jump that they weren't aware of, where that they've been in already for like a week or something like that. They had no clue where they were.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have already been super deep into the Shimmer, and they would have no way of knowing how to get out of there.
Yep.
So,
and that's the thing too. Is like, but it's a mind game that your own brain plays with you. It's like, oh no, we got this. We just go here because that makes sense. But I'm like, you're in a place that doesn't make sense. That like Michael said, you're just going to the middle, like you know. But if we can use the gravitational pull of the lighthouse, it'll swing us around to the front.
And see, what most people don't know is that lighthouse is where you'll find Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson.
I was just thinking that. I was like, we saw Willem Dafoe fall from the lighthouse.
But Andrew,
dude, I need to see an edit.
Andrew, isn't that treason?
Oh, Jesus Christ! Isn't that corrupt? Annihilation is the Neil Breen mega blockbuster hit
movie where he shows the world.
Could you imagine if we got to the end and it was like directed by Neil Breen?
Dude, I would have loved to see Neil Breen.
It's the sequel to Cade the Tortured Crossing because you have the twins at the end of it. Oh my god.
I would love it. Someone to edit Neil Breen in with the green screen, and Natalie Portman is like, "We go this way," and he goes, "Isn't that corrupt? Isn't that betraying the people's trust?" We need to get Space Ice on the show so he can go.
He just tries to hack the Shimmer.
Yeah. Here's what he does. He takes his satellite dish that he just puts on his car, he just puts it on a tree and gets his cans of tuna so he can eat them. And then his 490s laptops that don't work, and he can go, I'm hacking into the system. This powder kills on impact. He will be dead in 5 minutes.
And the bear isn't even really there. It's just a PNG file that he laid over his footage.
And then Neil Breen goes, get out of here, bear. You don't want to do this.
And then it just slowly dissolves away.
Oh, and then he can do like what he did in Double Down to Ventress. He can touch her on the head and go, you're healed. Be free.
Oh, my God.
I got to see Annihilation directed by Neil Breen now.
And then, but we also need an edit of the lighthouse scenes with this when they're at the lighthouse. So, like, if Willem Dafoe or Robert Pattinson's like, did I hear something? It's just Natalie Portman, like, down below, like, the alien pushing her up against the door, and she's like...
setting off the grenade.
Also, okay, getting back to somewhat more serious, Oscar Isaac going, have you ever seen a phosphorus grenade? It's like, no! He literally just materialized.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
Well, at that point, he's so far gone. His brain is just mush.
Yeah, it sure was cool though.
It was cool, especially even when she set it off on her alien, and the alien started putting it on things in the house, like the skeleton and everything. I was like, oh, is it like transferring it? And then I was like, no, it's like the lighthouse is going down with me, and I'm like, all right.
I saw that more as like it didn't know what to do about it. So it just tried to like get rid of it, like rub it off, like it didn't know what else to do, because essentially that creature was born 5 minutes ago.
Yeah,
and you set it on fire. Natalie Portman, you set a baby on fire. How dare you?
I gotta say, I will say just one more thing. I guess I loved the visual storytelling of the blood coming off her face into the fire thing, and like you see the cells, and then it like grows from there. And even later when the alien is touching her, when she's like, "You're about to go explode," and it like you could see it start to morph into her. And when the face was briefly distorted, I was like, "Don't stay like that, because I'm gonna not finish this movie." And then it went normal, and I was like, phew. And then Neil Breen was like, isn't that betraying the people's trust?
Oh, gotta bring the Neil Breen references home.
We're the only podcast that still gives him attention. Actually, we should get paid
Yeah,
for
but
that.
Fanboy Flicks doesn't even talk about him anymore.
No, I actually was rewatching one of his videos on Neil Breen's movies the other day because I laughed.
I want my check.
Yeah, we want you on the show too. But I laughed so hard at Fanboy Flicks videos on his movies that like my stomach is hurting. Like I can't breathe.
Cam's over there like, Andrew, what are you doing? Why would you invite him? No.
Nope, I want him on the show.
Yeah. And then we can get and we get Steven Seagal, and then we get Space Ice to narrate a movie battle between them.
Oh, but wouldn't that be treason? Wouldn't that be corrupt?
I love those videos where he's like -5 Steven Seagals.
and then the other guy tried to save the little girl, and Steven Seagal said, "Not on my watch, motherfucker."
Oh
my
god. Michael, I don't know if you've ever watched Space Ice's videos on Steven Seagal. They are hilarious.
I'm pretty sure Andrew sent me one of them.
I seen it was between Neil Breen and
Steven Seagal. Yeah.
But Cam, his newest one on Seagal, that is so. He was like, I don't even remember or care what Cartels. He was like, Cartels is the mega blockbuster hit movie where Seagal shows the world that any middle-aged man can force a 20-year-old girl to fall in love with him as he takes down the cartels.
You know, I have never seen a single Neil Breen or Steven Seagal film.
I've seen one of each.
I've seen 3 Neil Breen movies. And I've seen 2 Steven Seagal movies that I know of, at least.
You know what's sad though? I own a Seagal movie, but I own arguably his best.
I've seen 3 Steven Seagal movies because I've seen Belly of the Beast, I've seen Asian Connection, and I've seen Attack Force.
Attack Force. So I've seen Attack Force. I own Under Siege, which I haven't seen. And then for Neil Breen, I saw I Am Here. Now, I've seen most of Double Down. I don't want to watch his newer ones. It's funny, you can just go on the Internet Archive website and they're all on there. It's either that or I could buy the $35 DVD of each individual movie that Neil Breen has on his website for some reason.
$35?
Yeah, it's like insane.
Holy shit!
Hold on, I'm gonna look up something.
But I saw Attack Force and I thought this is probably at its core every single Steven Seagal movie post 2000. So in a way, I've kind of seen them all. So that works with me. Oh, I've seen he did the that sniper movie. I've seen most of that. Are you okay, Michael?
Are you choking?
I went onto his website. Neil Breen Films, LLC. The man, the myth, the movies.
Oh, no. Neil, what is... Oh, I should have worn my Neil Breen shirt today, but I wear it on like every episode.
I know. Starting to get weird stains on it.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
there is a
and everything in Neil Breen.
In 2020, he released the Neil Breen 5 feature film retrospective.
Yeah.
Twisted Pair, Pass Through, Fateful Findings, I Am Here Now, and Double Down.
Dude,
this is a 5-hour and 40-minute retrospective film by Neil Breen of his 5 indie feature films.
6 hours?
This is not a documentary of the making of his 5 films.
No.
Presented on 2 DVDs. Film students and experienced indie filmmakers will find this information very valuable, educational,
yes, on what not
and,
to do.
And insightful. The retrospective includes Neil Breen discussing his approach to successful and profitable low-budget feature filmmaking.
Profitable?
Topics. Film concepts, scripts, budgets, interior locations, exterior locations, legal contracts, film production, lighting, special effects, post-production,
His
distribution,
first 3 movies
character
took place in
images,
the desert.
etc.
Does he just go through every single aspect of filmmaking?
Watch as
Including
I type through each movie.
Neil Breen narration, film clips, props, still photos,
Props.
video behind the scenes. This was made in 2020, by the way. Because I was like, there's got to be a box set of Neil Breen films. Apparently, there is. It's on 2 DVDs, and it's 5 hours and 40 minutes long.
Well, it could be a tax write-off for the show if you do an episode on it. Actually, that's a shameless plug. We did an episode on Neil Breen. We did like a topic episode.
We did.
One of the hardest times I've laughed on the show is when we read trivia from IMDb on his movies.
That sounds amazing.
Oh my god.
just okay, listen. Just based on oh my god. Okay. When did this one come out? 2022. Cade, the tortured crossing.
You know, in that one, Michael, there's a weird scene where he role plays with his girlfriend or sister or something like that, where he pretends to be
That's an important distinction, my friend.
Yeah,
I can't remember. It's not.
No, I'm not even lying. I cannot remember if it's that in Neil Breen's movie because they say something. I think it's his girlfriend, but he role plays where he like is a guy that's like following her and stalks her, and then he like follows her into her home, and you're like, what is Neil Breen doing? Because and then he's like, gotcha, and they're like, and they all like they basically in like Annihilation, they're like rolling around. I'm like, oh my, and then he kills her, but.
An identical AI twin brother restores an old mysterious mental asylum. He takes it upon himself
all of that just to say, and then he kills her.
Yeah.
To mystically train the patients as warriors for humanity and justice.
Oh, and I love there's a board scene in one of those movies.
This says it has an 8 out of 10 IMDb film rating.
No, it doesn't.
Well,
no, it
Neil.
doesn't.
Yeah.
2023 Hollywood Real Independent Film Festival Best Fantasy Feature Film. 2023 Cannes Continental Film Festival France semi-finalist official selection.
You know what's great?
People's Choice Award 2023 Hollywood Real Independent Film Festival Best Feature Film. 2023 Sci-Fi London Film Festival.
His new movie comes out this year. Dire Duplicity.
And 2023 Swiss International Film Festival official selection. It had 153 theatrical screenings worldwide.
Yeah. So I got to say something, 2 things, just real quick. On his IMDb, on the above or underneath your name, it'll say like your top 3 roles that you've done of like behind the scenes roles, not like on-screen roles. His first one is listed as additional crew, and then it says director writer. But he's got a movie coming out this year called Dire Duplicity that already has a 7.5 on IMDb.
Would he get his family to vote for it or something?
I would say he pays people to vote
every
for
other movie doesn't have above a 4.5.
Yeah. Not according to his website.
Well, he's lying because Twisted Pair is a 4.7.
Well, this is Cade the Tortured Crossing.
4.7 on IMDb.
This says 8 out of 10 IMDb film rating based on reviews by film festival theater audiences and worldwide theater audiences.
I don't know. Dude, what is annoying about his movies is the same issue I had with Shark Side of the Moon. It's just all green screen. Like his first 3 movies, he at least shot on location. It was all the same location, but it was on location.
Which movie was it where there's like he's like picking up beer cans in the desert?
Oh, Pass Through.
Pair. Oh, Pass Through, yeah. Well,
yeah.
Where he was the like a heroin addict or something.
That movie.
It's clean. It's all
clean. And she's like, yeah, but that towel has like holes in it.
Oh my goodness! What are you doing?
Oh my god, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. She's like, stop cleaning. And he's like, you just begged him to clean.
Oh god.
Also, he's also and then it's like, his name is something backwards. What is it? It's
Till. It's light backwards.
Light backwards. And she just discovers that randomly while they're organizing cans. She's like, Till, that's not your real name. That's light backwards. I'm like, you guys have talked for 5 seconds. Like, where are you getting this from? You don't even know how it's spelled. Like, it could be T-I-L-L. Like,
Nilbog! It's goblin spelled backwards!
ah! So, Michael, we're like pitching you to watch these movies.
I love how often these streams divert back to Neil Breen. It happens so often.
You know why?
It's either Neil Breen, Steven Seagal, or Kroll.
So here's what happened. When we watched those movies, there was like radiation waves that flew through the screens that implanted into our brains that we have to.
They refracted
into our brain and like redestructed the core of our brains that, like, yeah, Neil Breen, Steven Seagal, Kroll, like it just.
I feel like I need to stream now.
That's fine with me. We could do final thoughts. I gotta say, this movie's been on my watch list for years, like literally years, and I always would be like, "Oh, I'll get to that." So I'm happy I finally watched it. I'm definitely gonna rewatch it just to be like, I missed that. But yeah, really good movie.
How about you, Michael? What are your final thoughts on Annihilation?
I really enjoyed it. There was very few problems that I had with it, and what they were excusable in my opinion.
Sure.
Visually, this is one of the best movies I've seen in a very long time. I would say top 3 visually.
Wow.
For me, I would even go so far as to say better than the first Avatar movie, visually speaking.
Oh, yeah.
You meant Blue People Avatar. I thought you meant The Last Airbender. Yeah. I was no. That's not a high bar to get over, bro.
This is better.
This
is like better visually than Double Down, probably. Like it's.
But no, I thought that the visuals were fantastic. The story was fantastic. It helps that you have a director who knows what he's doing.
Oh yeah.
And it helps.
Alex Garland, I will watch anything that man directs.
Well, and it also helps that you have, from what I understand, a very solid bit of source material to pull from. So the storyboard, like the story writing was fantastic. I thought the characters were really well done. Character moments I thought was really well done. The whole like the two theories of what's happening, of it being either something's killing these people or they're going crazy and killing each other, and the fact that it's technically both.
Yeah.
Like that was really good. This is one of those films that I'm glad they didn't try to do the whole like not show the monster until the end thing. Because like otherwise we wouldn't have gotten the crocodile. We wouldn't have gotten the bear. I know Andrew probably would have preferred not getting the bear, but
would have been fine, you know. It would
have. Help me.
No, the freakiest part of that scene was when it right before it killed the girl who like tied them all up, it said help in one voice and then killed her and then said me in her voice, and I was just like, oh
so good.
Yeah. Oh, it was good, but like no.
I want to know who did the like modeling for those creatures, because especially like that one part where the bear like sticks its snout between the two people, like the two people's heads, and its mouth was just like right there in the camera, and you got so many details.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could see the teeth, you could see like the flesh.
It looked really good.
It looked so good.
Yeah, I gotta say, having the Blu-ray, I might look at the special features just to see if there's anything on that.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, overall, I'd give this movie a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah,
there we go. Hell
also,
yeah.
I love that it looked like they shot on location for most scenes. I will say, just
I couldn't see. It didn't look like a studio set or anything like that. Like it looked
No.
like they were in the woods.
Yeah.
Neil Breen, take notes.
Yeah, take notes. So I got to give that. That was one more thing that I missed. That I know that goes under visually pleasing, but they did a good job of sets, production, all that. I still can't believe it made nothing.
There was one other thing that I noticed. When she like is laying there on the ground and the entity is starting to like copy her or whatever, sound, the music that plays, I have heard that in so many reels and so
yes.
Oh, is it like a droning like
yeah. So Michael, when I put in my Blu-ray, that plays on the main menu. I literally looked to see if my phone was open.
That and when Ventress at the end says Annihilation, I had the Peter Griffin moment of like,
she said it.
He said the thing.
Yeah, but that like during that like that. Now you know what, Michael. Now that you said it by our phones, I'll
we're gonna
Annihilation.
All right. Well, I'd say we can go ahead and call it for the night.
What about you, Cam?
Yeah, Cam. Final thoughts.
Oh, my final thoughts on the movie. I love the hell out of it. Absolutely. I mean, Alice Garland is a director that has such great vision, and he has a great knack for just super well done character driven stories. Ex Machina, Civil War, Annihilation. He wrote 28 Days Later. I mean, this guy has a knack for character writing, and I love that so much. I think that's my favorite thing about him. And visually, the movie is an absolute feast for the eyes. I mean, you can see all these colors popping out at you, but the color palette is still so muted. You have all these colors, but they're so washed out in just subtle grays, and it really, the aesthetic aspect of this movie alone would be enough to watch it. And I really don't think there's anything that I really could pinpoint as anything that I actually dislike about the movie. There are a couple of line deliveries from like Ventress or something like that I thought I was like, that's a little bit rocky, but
yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, otherwise I have not one single problem with this movie. I'm kind of right there with you, Michael. I'd give it like skating between an 8.5 and a 9 out of 10.
It's funny that you say that her lines were Rocky because she is also the wife in Creed, which is a spinoff from Rocky. So,
oh my god.
Oh well, I did not know that actually. So, all right. So, do we have any shameless plugs? I'll kind of start over here. Michael, what do you got?
I wasn't there.
You shouldn't have left. So let's see. What's today's Sunday? So this past Friday, the last part of my Spider-Man 1 PS2 playthrough dropped, and then I just recorded yesterday part 1 of my Spider-Man 2 PS2 playthrough. So that should be coming up. That should be coming up. That should be dropping this Friday on the YouTube channel you see right here.
Rodham Gaming. Okay.
Rodham Gaming. Yeah, Return of the Mic.
Return of the Michael. I see. Okay.
No, Return of the Mic. The mic.
Oh, you got my mic now. Okay, I see.
Well,
okay.
Ironically, my logo is a microphone.
Yeah, no, I'm just.
No, I know. I wanted to explain that to the audience.
So you don't think the audience is smart enough to know? I see how it is. You're one of those directors, Neil. All right.
Oh my gosh. What? Let me see. Did I have anything else? I have some other things planned, but they're not like fleshed out enough yet to really speak on them. I did stream. I did stream like the first few levels of Doom: The Dark Ages the other day. I finally am able to play that. I got a new graphics card for my computer.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm so happy. I got the RTX 5070. It's so much beefier than my old graphics card, so I'm able to actually like record and stream and play games like Doom. So yeah, that was fun. It's
All
literally
right.
like the first like 30 seconds of the stream is just me like
Is this
eyes
thing
rolling.
on?
It's just eyes rolling back into my head, listening to the Doom music.
I'm kidding.
Dun, 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 dun. No, it's even though it's not Mick Gordon anymore, it still rocks. So, what about you, Andrew? You got any shameless plugs?
Now that it's your turn.
Let me think. Okay, tomorrow's Monday, so Monday night for MCU Monday on Feast of Phantoms, we're finishing up our Spider Noir reviews. We got 2 episodes left, so we're on
I
episode
still need to
7.
watch that.
It's really good, and the great thing is, the week after we finish, we'll have one more week. That's the week of Brand New Day. So we'll have 1 episode. We might take that week off, and then the following week we'll have Brand New Day. Well, it'll be the Monday that we review Brand New Day, and then we'll get to X-Men. I'm so excited for Brand New Day.
I am so sad that
I have a
don't
Spider-Man
have
costume.
theaters here.
I have a Spider-Man costume from a few years ago. I'm gonna see if it still fits, and if it does, I'll wear it to the theater.
It shows like this much of your ankle and like this much of your.
Oh no, it's a full body spandex.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like that. You're gonna be like that one Japanese dude that like put the suit on and like put this like got it zipped up and the zipper broke right as he got it zipped up.
Probably. I've grown a bit horizontally. I'm kidding. And then Thursday on the Cantina Happy Hour, we recently started season 5 of the Clone Wars. We just did the 4-episode on Darien arc, which is that's a good arc. I can't remember if it's a single episode this week or if it's another arc.
I'm not sure. I just kind of fly by the seat of my pants on that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is my second time watching the Clone Wars episodically, like all the way through. I've gone back and rewatched stuff, so I'm not always the best at remembering, like, oh yeah, this is an arc coming up, or this is 1 episode. So just stay tuned for Thursday, and you'll see.
All right.
Yeah.
When's your next Before the Cape episode, Andrew?
Yeah, we've had the last 3 weeks off. So I guess probably this Saturday, we will be doing season 3. The episodes are Shattered and Asylum.
I really need to sit down and watch Smallville. I've never actually watched it.
It's really good.
I've seen great things about it.
Right now it's at the point of the show where each season it's getting better than the last. So while some of my favorite episodes are still in season 1, season 2, season 3 is off to a better start now because the character, the actors know their characters and all this stuff, writers and everything. Like it's what TV used to be like. You would get multiple seasons so you could get better.
Back when you had like 23 episodes in a season and not 8.
Back when I wasn't alive when Smallville premiered. So
I hate that. I hate that. All right.
I'm only 3.
I'm only 3.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's episode of Cam and Focus Weekly. Thank you, fellas, very much for joining me. And that this was a really, really great movie. I don't know yet what we'll do next week, but I'm sure we'll discuss that once we get offline here. But thanks for joining me. I hope that everybody enjoyed the stream. Have a good night, and we will see you next week. Bye.